Hello,
Hello,
Mr.
teacher.
Ming. Yes, hello, hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Again, sir. I'm fine.
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, nice. So, how are you, Mr. Ming? We did not meet last Saturday. I'm sorry, sorry.
Yeah,
Even Sunday, I were supposed to have makeup. Um, Weekends are getting busy nowadays for me.
yeah.
It's quite busy.
I see. I see.
Yeah. That's why I apologize. Or maybe I can maybe propose that if you can move our classes during the weekend, that would be great because sometimes Saturday and Sunday is my busiest days, possibly. That could be. But I think let me try this week. Maybe I can adjust now. Let's try.
Yeah.
I can still keep it, but if I still find it more difficult this week, then I will suggest if we can move it, or if not, maybe other teacher could maybe accommodate the class if ever. But let's try. Let's keep it first. Okay. So how is your work, Mr. Ming, so far? Is it getting better now than the usual?
Uh, this this uh, this week, my work uh, is unusual. Yeah.
Okay, the work as usual now. So you
Yeah.
already adjusted with your new work.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a new work. Yeah.
Okay, good. And are the people vaccinated now? Do you have vaccine? Are you already vaccinated for the COVID-19? Finish?
Uh, uh, mm, in Vietnam, we uh, we continue uh, we continue use vaccinated,
Vaccinate
but
vaccines? Continue to use.
vaccines.
Mhm.
But mm, uh, w- when we have the information about
AstraZeneca?
AstraZeneca,
Zeneca.
AstraZeneca, yeah, we can it can
You
um,
stop having did you stop having vaccination with the AstraZeneca? Because
yeah,
bad effects, very strong drug, right?
yeah,
You it one of my friends told me that when he had a shot injection, it felt like
yeah,
punch 100 times.
uh,
Punch like last one 100 times with AstraZeneca. So meaning it's very painful, and
yeah,
you cannot feel your shoulders or your arms, and
yeah,
that's why a vaccine should be like that. Right. The other vaccines, right? I mean, we used to be vaccinated when we were young or we were kids, but vaccines don't work that way, right? I mean, that's a little extreme for the feeling, right?
yeah,
So AstraZeneca. And yeah, and still scary, but COVID-19 is curable. I mean, there are many people who die in
yeah,
COVID-19. So we should not really
yes,
be afraid. Okay. We should not really be afraid. And sometimes people create panic, they create fear, they just scare. Like, okay, people, you cannot go out. So they scare us. And sometimes that's still in the mind. But
yeah,
that just make ourselves healthy. Okay. Let's
yeah,
go back now to our lesson, Mr. Ming. For our lesson last time, we have transportation. That is our topic last time. And I gave you
transportation.
the vocabulary, right? Do you still remember these words, Mr. Ming?
Yeah, yes, I can.
Okay,
I
good.
remember. Yeah,
Okay. Just a quick question, Mr. Ming. What are the vehicles that you can drive? What
vehicle.
Yeah, what are the vehicles that you can drive? What are the vehicles that you can drive? Do you know the word vehicles? Vehicle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bicycle,
Bicycle,
car,
car,
bicycle, car, truck,
truck.
uh,
Uh-huh.
truck, train.
You can what are the vehicles you can drive? You can
Yeah.
drive. So I was shocked you can drive the train. So, but I'm already
uh,
surprised when you say truck. Wow. I
yeah.
said
No, no,
wow.
no.
But when you say train,
I
yeah,
only can ride bicycle and car. Yeah,
bicycle. Bicycle.
bicycle
You
and
mean
car
motorbike? You mean motorbike?
and motorbike. Yeah, and
Yeah,
motorbike. Yeah.
yeah. So, so careful, right? So, I'm already surprised when you say that you can ride a train. Uh, that would be very amazing, right? I cannot stop myself from laughing.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, go. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So
Yeah.
bicycle, motorbike, and car. You know how to ride the four wheels, like the car.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like the automatic or the manual? Do you know the difference? Manual car and the automatic car?
Yes, I like uh, when I learn driver license. I must
When I learned how to
uh,
drive a car,
when I learn how to drive a car, uh,
I need
I need to uh, learn with the uh,
manual.
manual
Yeah,
car,
manual type,
uh,
right?
manual
Yeah.
manual type. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, for some people they really like manual type of car because they can feel the engine, right? They can feel the movement, the
yeah,
oil when they push the gas, so they can feel instead of automatic, they feel like playing. They feel like just riding very smooth, very I mean automatic cars are very great, right? Very silent and easy to drive definitely, but
yeah.
sometimes people don't feel like driving that because they're used to like strong the strong part here, they want to move it like so when they
I
push it, yeah.
I also like automatic. Yeah,
You also like automatic, yeah, less movement, right,
yeah,
and less effort. That's why it's
yeah,
automatic, it should be easier. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
uh, what about the plan of having car? Do you think you can have it now, I mean this year? Do you think you will be able to have it
I think maybe in this years I I have a plan uh,
to get a car?
with the uh, with the own for for a car,
Okay.
owning a car. Yeah,
All right. So we're looking forward to that, right? You can easy to move or go to your hometown with your family, right? Very
yes,
easy. Instead of
yeah.
motorbikes, sometimes it's very hard to bring your children with a motorbike. That's a little dangerous too, right? With at least with a car, you can easy to move around, right? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay. Now we're going to watch a video. Okay. And this is one of our favorite thing to do. We're going to watch video and let's listen carefully. Okay, Mr. Ming? Let me
Yes,
just adjust the volume. It might be so loud. Let's start. Can you hear it?
yes, I can.
So, Mrs. Beatty, we should talk about your safari trip to Botswana.
I'm so excited. My first time in Africa.
You're going to be flying in to Johannesburg, South Africa. Would you like a window or an aisle?
Oh, a window. I want to see everything.
In Johannesburg, you should take a taxi or a limo to your hotel. The next day, you could fly or you could take a train to Francistown in Botswana.
Is it an express train?
Yes.
I'll take the train. I'd like to see the country.
Great. Then after you see Francistown, you can take a small plane or a bus to the Okavango Delta.
How small is the airplane?
It's pretty small.
I'll take the bus. Is it an express bus?
Take bus.
I think so. When you get to Gumare, you're going to be taking a boat to your hotel.
A boat?
The hotel is on an island. When you get to the island, a man with a donkey can take your luggage to the hotel.
A donkey?
There are no cars on the island.
Is it an express donkey?
I think it's probably a local donkey. Of course, if you don't want the donkey, you could take a small plane. It goes straight to the hotel.
I think I should take the donkey. Donkeys never have mechanical problems, right?
Right.
Okay, Mr. Ming, let us listen one more time so that we're going to watch it
Yeah.
one more time. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mrs. Beatty, we should talk about your safari trip to Botswana.
I'm so excited. My first time in Africa.
You're going to be flying in to Johannesburg, South Africa. Would you like a window or an aisle?
Oh, window. I want to see everything.
In Johannesburg, you should take a taxi or a limo to your hotel. The next day, you could fly or you could take a train to Francistown in Botswana.
Is it an express train?
Yes.
I'll take the train. I'd like to see the country.
Great. Then after you see Francistown, you can take a small plane or a bus to the Okavango Delta.
How small is the airplane?
It's pretty small.
I'll take the bus. Is it an express bus?
I think so. When you get to Gumare, you're going to be taking a boat to your hotel.
A boat?
The hotel is on an island. When you get to the island, a man with a donkey can take your luggage to the hotel.
A donkey?
There are no cars on the island.
Is it an express donkey?
I think it's probably a local donkey. Of course, if you don't want the donkey, you could take a small plane. It goes straight to the hotel.
I think I should take the donkey. Donkeys never have mechanical problems, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's the MSME. Let us just read the conversation. Okay, so we're going to read the script. For this, I will be Mary and you will be Mrs. Beatty. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mrs. Beatty, we should talk about your safari trip to Botswana.
I am so excited. My first time in Africa.
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 Okay, good. You're going to be flying into Johannesburg, South Africa. Would you like a window or an aisle?
A window. I want to see everything.
Everything.
A window. I want to see everything.
Okay, they understand, Mr. Ming, the difference of a window or an aisle. If you're going to go to airplane, right? Of course, presume that there's an airplane. These are the windows. They are the
Yeah.
seats here.
Yeah.
Seats here. This is the aisle, the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Seat, and window. Okay, if you say that you want a window, so your seat is near the window. If you
Yeah.
want, you have a seat near the aisle, so you have here.
Ice.
Okay, aisle. You call it aisle.
Ice. Ice.
Aisle.
Ice.
No S.
Aisle.
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 Like this. Aisle.
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 Yes, like that. Okay, Mr. Ming?
Aisle.
Yes. Okay, can you read
Aisle.
again? You're going to be flying. Sorry. No. It's my word. You later we're
Yeah.
going to go back. Okay.
Yeah.
In Johannesburg, you should take a taxi or a limo to your hotel. The next day, you could fly or you could take a train to Francistown in Botswana.
Is it an express train?
Express train. Is it an express train? Again.
Is it is it is it an express train?
Express train.
Express
Train.
train?
Again. Is it an express train?
Is it an express
Train.
train?
Question. Train. Is it an express train?
Is it an express train?
Express train.
Express
Train.
train?
Express train.
Express train?
No. Express train.
Express press
Okay.
press
So
express train?
okay. Express
Express train?
train.
Train.
Okay. Express train.
Is it an express train?
Yes. Very good. Can you say it one more time so that
Train.
we can be sure?
Train.
Yes.
Is it an express train?
Very good. Yes.
I'll take a train.
I'll take the
I-
train.
I'll take the train. I'll take
I'd like
the-
to see. Sorry. Continue.
yeah. I'll take the train. I'd like to see the country.
Great. Then after you see Francistown, you can take a small plane or a bus to the Okavango Delta. Okay, let's try to change it. You will be Mary and I will be
Yeah.
Mrs. VAT.
So, Missy PT.
Mrs.
Missy
Mrs. Mrs.
Miss
Okay, you say it Mrs.
Mrs.
Yes.
So Mrs. PT. We should talk about the safari
Safari
to-
trip. Safari trip. You should read that one. That's one.
Saf-
Safari trip.
safari
Safari trip.
Safari trip. Safari trip.
Yes.
Safari trip.
Okay, I guess safari trip.
Safari trip. Safari trip
Yes.
to Botswana.
Very good. Can you read one more time, Mr. Ming? So,
Yeah. So, Mrs. PT, we
PT.
should talk PT. PT.
Yes.
So, Mrs. PT, we should talk about the safari.
Safari
Safari.
trip. Safari trip
Safari trip. The
To?
safari trip to Botswana.
I'm so excited. My first time in Africa.
You are going to flying into Johannesburg, South Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa. Would you like a window or an aisle?
Very good. But try to read again. Johannesburg, South
Jo-
Africa.
Johannesburg.
South Africa.
Johannesburg. South Africa.
Okay. Can you read that again? You're going.
You are going.
Not going. Going.
You are going
Be flying.
be flying into Johannesburg, South Africa. Would you
Africa.
like
Period. Africa.
Africa? Africa. Would you like a widow or an isle?
Aisle.
Isle. An island.
Okay. A window. I want to see everything.
In Johannesburg, you should take a taxi or limo to your hotel. The next day, you could fly or you could take a train to Francistown in Botswana.
Is it an express train?
Yes,
I'll take the train. I'd like to see the country.
great. Then after you see Francistown, you can take a small plane or a bus to the Okavango.
Okavango.
Oka,
Okavango Delta.
Okavango, Okavango Delta.
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 Okay, good.
Okavango Delta.
Okay, very good. Let's go now to the next part. Any information or words that you don't understand, Mr. Ming here? Is everything clear?
Con ơi, lấy sạc nộp của ba sạc đồng hồ con này.
Okay, do you know what is a delta, Mr. Ming? Delta. Okay,
I don't know.
maybe let me share some pictures so that you can appreciate the meaning. Okay.
Safari.
Okavango Delta. Okay, this is an Okavango Delta in Botswana. Delta, usually, okay, so this is the picture of Okavango Delta. So when we talk about Delta, geography, it looks a river. It's like a river with a lot of this one. Okay, so Delta. Okay, Mr. Ming. For example, Amazon Delta. Like this, a lot of rivers. Can you see? It looks like a tree. So you call it Delta, this one, or Delta. Okay, Mr. Ming. So it's a river and a delta, Okavango Delta. Let's try to look at Johannesburg, South Africa. Johannesburg, South Africa. Okay, it's a very beautiful city in Africa because this one is colonized by UK, South Africa. Of course, they like football as well here. So you must recognize, right? So some people, famous ones, football players are from South Africa, right? Okay, good. Let's go back now. Of course, let's try to look. Botswana.
Botswana.
No, not Botswana. Who's this one? I don't know. Botswana. Okay. Okay, this is Botswana. It's near South Africa.
South Africa.
So if South Africa is here, if you can see South Africa is here, it's up of South Africa. That's Botswana. Okay. So a lot of there are a lot of course, different animals, right?
Yeah. Animal. Why?
Okay, wild animals.
Why animal? Yeah.
Yeah, good. Wild animals. Okay, I think that's clear. Okay, good. So let's us go now to the next part of the reading. Okay, I will be Mrs. Beatty and you will be Marie. Okay. How small is the airplane?
It's pretty small.
Small.
It's pretty small.
Small, not more. Small.
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 Okay, again, it's
Small.
pretty small.
It's pretty small.
I'll take the bus. Is it an express bus?
I think so. When you get to Gunmar,
Gumare. Gumare.
Gumare, Gumara,
Gumare. Gumare.
Gumare, Gumare. When you get to Gumare, you are
You're going.
You are going.
You're going.
You're going. You're going to
Be.
taking a boat to your hotel.
A boat?
A boat?
It's it's my part.
Yeah.
The hotel.
The hotel is on an island.
Island.
Where? Island. Not S.
No S. Silent S as well.
Yeah.
Island.
Island. When you get to the island, a man with a donkey can take your luggage to the hotel.
To the hotel.
A hotel.
To the hotel.
To the hotel.
To the hotel. Hotel.
To the hotel.
I read it fast. Hotel.
Hotel.
Okay, good.
Hotel.
Okay, good. Can you read again? The hotel is on an island.
The hotel is on an island. When you get to the island, a man with a donkey can take your luggage to the luggage to the hotel.
Good. A donkey.
There are no cars on the island.
Island.
There are no cars on the island.
Is it an express donkey?
I think it's probably.
I think it's probably. Probably.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably a no-call donkey. Of course, if you don't want the donkey, you could take a small plane.
Small, not small. Small.
Small.
Again.
Small. You could take a small.
Again, a small.
Small.
Okay.
You could take a small. Plane.
Not small. Sorry, I really have to check that. Not small. 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 Mall.
Small.
Yes. Again.
Small.
Yes. You could take a.
You could take a small plane.
It goes straight.
It goes straight to.
Mr. Ming. Not goes. Goes. It goes. Okay, not Z sound. It goes to. It goes straight.
It goes straight to the hotel.
Okay, good. Can you read again one more time? I think it's probably a local donkey.
I think it's probably a local donkey. Of course, if you don't want to the donkey.
If you don't want the donkey.
If you don't want the donkey, you could take a small.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The first one before that, small.
Small.
Yes, yes, that sound.
Small.
You could take a small plane.
You could take a small
Yes,
small plane. It goes straight to the hotel.
hotel, not hotel, hotel.
Ho- hotel.
Yes, good.
Hotel.
Yes. Okay, good. We
Hotel.
read next. I think I should take the donkey. Donkeys never have mechanical problems, right?
Right?
Right, not right. You don't ask a question or say right.
Right.
Okay, you will be Mrs. Beatty and I will be Marie.
Yeah.
Turn Mr. Ming.
How small?
Small again. How small?
How small? How small?
Yes, yes.
How small? How small is the
Is the
easy? How small is the airplane?
it's pretty small.
I'll take a bus.
The bus,
Is
not
it?
I'll take the bus.
I'll take the bus. Is it an express bus?
Is it an express bus?
Is it an express bus?
I think so. When you get to Gomori, you're going to be taking a boat to your hotel.
A boat?
A boat?
A boat?
The hotel is on an island. When you get to the island, a man with a donkey can take your luggage to the hotel.
A donkey?
There are no cars on the island.
Is it an express donkey?
Is it an express donkey? Again,
Is it an express donkey?
I think it's probably a local donkey. Of course, if you don't want the donkey, you could
It's
take a
about
small
how
plane.
small
It
in the
goes straight
camera.
to the hotel.
I think I should take the donkey. Donkeys never have a mechanical
Problems.
problem.
Problems.
Problem.
Problems.
Problems. Right.
Okay, I'll read it one more time. I think.
I think I should take the donkey. Donkeys never had mechanical
Problems, right?
problems.
Right?
Right.
I mean, right? The question's going up, right?
Right.
Again,
Right.
no? Right? Right?
Right. Right.
Doubtful. You don't believe, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
No. Right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right?
Right. Right.
Okay, yes, but shorter. Right?
Right.
Okay. It sounds how you're going to the
Right.
how are you going? Yeah, it sounds you say the sentence as if you don't believe it, right? Donkeys never have mechanical problems, right? Right. So the
Right.
sound should like you don't believe, right?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you like are you sure? Are you sure? Right? So that's the sound. Can you read again, Mr. Ming? I think.
I think I should take the donkey. Donkeys never have mechanical problems, right?
Right. That's nice. Okay. The last part. Right. That's perfect. Okay. So any words that you don't understand here? Do you know the word island, Mr. Ming? Do you know the word island?
Yes,
You know.
I know island.
Okay. What about donkey?
Donkey is yeah, I know.
Yeah. What's the difference of a donkey and a horse? Donkey versus horse.
Uh, Horse can uh, pre magnet, and
Sorry.
donkey,
Mhm.
yeah, and donkey cannot uh, pre 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 magnet.
What do you say? Pre. What do you mean by pre?
Pre man pre yes,
Don't understand the pre. What do you mean by pre? Pre.
pre man pre.
Okay. Maybe we can just check the ears, right? The difference of the horse and the ears. Donkeys have definitely longer ears than a horse. Horse have
Yeah,
shorter one, and usually donkeys are quite smaller than a horse. Okay.
yeah.
So a horse would have wide eyes, long face, large muzzle. Monkey, sorry, not monkey, donkey, I mean, wide eyes, short face. It's just short face,
Yeah, short
okay,
face.
and long ears, okay. And we have here Gomare. So let's just look on Gomare. Oh, no, 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 no.
Umar,
No, no,
Umar,
it's wrong. Gomare. Okay, it's Okavango Delta. So it's near as well Okavango Delta. So Gomare.
Umar,
Yeah,
Umar.
yeah. Maybe tourist spot. Let's try to check tourist. Oh, I see. So they got
Yeah,
animals again, like jungle, safari,
yeah.
right? Safari.
Very, it's
Yeah,
very cheap.
yeah. Safari trip.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one you got like animals. So
Mm.
safari trip. This is quite scary, right? They have like lions and they're going to run after you. Okay, good.
It's very dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah. Very
Yeah,
dangerous, definitely.
yeah,
You don't know what's the thinking of an animal, right? You can excite them anytime. They might get to you. You just don't know, right? When they will attack, right? So that's a word. Any verse that you don't understand here? Everything clear? Is everything clear?
uh, yes, I think that I'm
Okay.
clear. Yeah, clear.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's clear. Okay, now let's try to I just check about the taxis. Do you have taxis in Vietnam? They have
uh,
taxis, especially in your city in Hanoi. They have taxis in Hanoi.
uh, do you?
Oh,
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah, I
uh,
sometime I use taxi before uh, before I uh, usually use taxi
going to work.
for going no for go uh, for going 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 to go far going for going away far away.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? You use
yeah,
taxi when you go,
but
I mean, it's long distance travel for long
yeah,
distance travel.
long, yeah, and
Oh,
after 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 grab grab uh,
mhm.
when
Grab a, grab a
hiện ra when when Grab come to Hanoi, we don't use
use
we don't
taxis
usually
anymore.
use
Oh, I
taxi
see.
for
Because of the Grab thing that happened, so taxis have less maybe popularity. So taxis are less popular nowadays in
yeah
Hanoi. I see. Um, maybe for example, me, taxis and Grab have still the same level, still in the Philippines, because sometimes Grab um charge more expensive than the usual.
yeah
So
more
that's the
expensive
reason.
for taxi
Yeah, sometimes it's more
yeah
expensive.
yeah
But it's very safe to use Grab because you can see the name of the driver, the picture, and the phone number, right? But for the
yeah
taxi, you don't know. But
yeah
for example, when I was still in Manila, because I'm already in province, so I don't really use now taxi. And I work in home, so I don't really go out. So, and we don't have taxi in the province. But when I was in Manila, I prefer to use taxi than a Grab because I know the way. I know the way, so I just tell the taxi driver. I use the Grab if I don't know where to go, right? And so taxi. I use taxi because I
yeah
find it faster. Because Grab, I
yeah
have to book it. I have to book. And if I don't have
yeah
internet in my phone, I cannot go for a ride. So that
yeah
would be difficult. So that's the reason. I don't like waiting. I don't like waiting using my Grab. I'm going to book. So I don't like waiting for the car to
okay
come. So that's why I use taxi. So
yeah
I go near the street. Hey, okay, the taxi will stop. Then I will go already. So I find it faster.
okay
So that
I
was,
see
yeah. And of course, in Manila,
you
yeah, I don't have
you don't
motorbike.
like waiting
Yeah, yeah, I
ah
don't. Yeah, we don't. There are motorbikes definitely, but there have been like a motorbike taxi as well. Do you know that? Like motorbike or Grab bike, Grab bike. I think.
uh yes in Hanoi it has motor grab bike and grab car yeah
Yeah, Grab car, and I
yeah
think Grab bike is getting more popular than the car because of course the
yeah
bikes are much cheaper, right? Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think in Hanoi
yeah,
grab bike and grab car the same
are yeah almost
is
the same price.
the same much the
Popularity,
same popularity yeah
popularity. I see. Um, Funny thing in the Philippines, they banned motorbike taxis. They just allowed the cars. So before the pandemic, before the pandemic situation, the Philippine government just allowed the cars. We have used to have motorbike taxis, but they said not allowed, not safe. They said the government not allowed and not safe. They just have you have to take the car. Of course, people a lot of complaints during the time because it's very traffic in the Philippines and motorbikes are faster going to work. So that's why.
yeah.
Yeah.
In Philippines you don't have grab bike
It's a different brand, not a Grab bike, but it's a local franchise. It's the same idea but different name. Like Angkas, it's not really a Grab name because Grab is a company, right? But different company, but the same motorbike taxi. They are both
yeah
motorbike taxi, but different name, different brand. Okay, all right. And when I was in Manila, I just walk. Usually walk. I don't really go
yeah
for because my that's why I stayed near my work. My house is
yeah
just near the work. so I just walk. Okay. Anyway, so how often do you use taxis now? So maybe the answer is not very often, right?
Yes, not very often. Yeah.
Okay, good. Next, when do you usually use taxis?
Uh, when I am in a hurry.
Hurry. Oh, I see. When you're in
Hurry.
hurry,
Yeah.
you use the
Yeah.
taxis. I see. For me, I use the taxis. One, when it is raining. Yeah, yeah, that's one. It's very hard. If I will go by, there is another transportation in the Philippines. We call this one jeepney. This one. This is the most basic transportation in the Philippines. Jeepneys are everywhere, like minibus. So they have their
Yeah.
own route. So very colorful sometimes, right? So, but these are jeepneys, Philippine jeepneys, the very famous one.
Yeah.
So if it's raining, it's very hard if it's raining because the wind can get inside. So I usually ride this one. So I don't really like taking taxis even or Grab. I prefer to use this one. Taxi. Cheaper, very cheap and
Very
faster.
cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and usually faster because the drivers want to get
Jeepney.
more passengers, so they will ride a little faster, maybe. Well, of course, this is very safe as well and very cheap. So I prefer that. So, how is the taxi service in your country?
Um, uh, Very good.
Oh,
Very
okay,
good.
it's very good.
Yeah.
Right, that's nice. For me, I would say it's also very good. Because most of the drivers are friendly and polite, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're going to talk. Right? Do you have encounter like conversations in the taxi, or the drivers sometimes talk and asking where you are from, or not really specific details, but you're listening to the radio, then the driver said, "Look on the news," right? Or do you like share? Did you have experience sharing conversation with a taxi driver?
Uh, mm, sometimes, yeah.
Okay,
Sometimes
sometimes.
the conversation. I have a conversation with the taxi driver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how is the conversation? Is it a good one or just funny one or nonsense? So how is the conversation?
And normally we should uh, we uh, we talk about a funny story.
Funny
Yeah.
stories. I see, I
Yeah.
see. That's great, right? So that would be fun. And the wait is not, it's not boring. It's not boring on the road. Good. Nice one. Okay, let's try to go here. People are talking about transportation. Listen and number the pictures. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to listen here, Mr. Ming. Oh wait, what is the time? Ah, sorry. it's already it's already past that time. Maybe because we don't really meet that often.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, so thank you very much for coming to class, Mr. Ming. We're just going to continue here. Okay, task two.
Yeah.
And
See you next.
yeah, see you next time, Mr. Ming. Okay, so
Yeah.
bye bye now, Mr. Ming, and see you next Saturday. Okay,
Yeah.
bye bye now,
Bye bye, teacher.
teacher. So bye bye.